What's like
They'll send me a marriage application.
Really?
He was like, "Can you fill this in?"
Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of NMA TV. I don't know what I'm going to go with in terms of what it's going to be called, so I'm calling it NMA TV for now, but whatever it decides to become, it will become that. If you've got any suggestions, get in touch. Now, before we start, if you do want to get in touch about anything regarding this episode, or if you've connected with it in any way possible, or in any way, there's an email on the screen now. It'll come up. I'll edit that bit in, by the way. There's an email on the screen now, and get in touch via that email. It will be tv@nmamedia.co.uk. So we will stick with the TV theme on the email anyway. But today, for the first episode, we are joined by a very, very special guest. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Do you want to introduce yourself and tell us who you are?
So my name is Selma. I'm 22 and I'd say I was born and bred in Liverpool.
Okay, so I've kind of known you for a little while. I've known of you for a little while, and definitely followed your socials for a little while, and you've smashed it on socials. But we'll move on to your social media a little bit later. We do also have behind the camera a little bit of a challenge that we won't talk about, but you've got to stick around for this. That will be something that you'll be doing a little bit later, but again, we won't reveal what it is until it comes to it.
Okay, fab.
So, like I said, I've been following you on social media for a while, and not that long ago, I came across something you did, which was very, very cool. Now, I'm a Liverpool fan. I go to pretty much every game.
Yeah.
And I saw that you did a shoot with Liverpool. You were in front of the camera.
Yeah.
You weren't doing the shooting, you were in front of the camera as one of the models.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about that. How did that come about? What did you do? What did it feel like? Were you starstruck, first of all?
Oh my God, it was unreal. Like, I don't want to be like, obviously you see them on TV.
Yeah.
And like, you, it's like one of them, like, you don't want to fangirl.
Yeah.
But you've just got to. Like, I saw Klopp and I was like, oh my God, you're real. And he was so tall. He's unbelievably tall.
You saw him and you thought he's real?
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, are you real?
Did you touch him?
Oh no, I can't.
Well, were you not allowed to touch him? Like, were you not like...
No, I don't think. I think they would have kicked me off the set. But how it went about was, I think, well, it was through Nike, so everything was through Nike. And I mean, I say he's my mate now because we've got closer. But like, not a football player.
Oh, I was gonna say
the guy that works in the Nike.
Oh, okay.
So the head of marketing. He basically contacted me. He was like, "Hi Salma, like we've got a shoot coming up. I can't give you too much details, but are you up for it?" I was like, "Yes." I was like, I was working that day and I had to take it off just literally last minute. Yeah, because I was like, I'm not missing that. He didn't really say much. I thought it'd be like, a normal shoot, like the LFC retail shoots.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be one of them. I was still excited because I'll be on the website.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think the players would be there or like.
So who was there on the shoot in terms of like, because you said Klopp was there?
Yeah. So it worked as team. So I did see some people there. Like I saw Van Dijk and Jota. But they weren't in my photo team, if you get me.
So who was in your team?
So it was Klopp, Mane,
he's left now, by the way.
I know. Trent, Mane, Klopp, and Curtis.
Curtis Jones there as well.
Curtis Jones, guys, yeah.
So okay, so you get there and you're kind of what happened then? So this guy from Nike gets in touch. He's like, "So we want you on the shoot.
Yeah.
Can't tell you too much." And you were like, "Yeah, get me there."
Yeah.
So you turn up. We won't say where it was.
Yeah.
You can't say where it was.
Yeah. So turn up to the location. I actually didn't know the location until a day before.
Oh wow.
The only thing I asked was, "Is it in Liverpool?" Just so I know, like, if I need to get petrol for my car or if
Yeah.
I've got to get a train somewhere. Do you get me? And he was like, yeah, it's in Liverpool, don't worry. But like I'll tell you the location like a day before or something. So I got the location and I turned up and I already put my makeup on because I didn't think it'd be like a full-on shoot.
Oh, wow.
'Cause I've never had like a full-on shoot before. So I turned up, I already had my makeup on. As soon as I entered, there was like this makeup artist and she was like, oh, you're already ready? I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know you was going to be here. And yeah, it was unreal, but like there was like, the little spotlights, the makeup sets,
Yeah.
the little mirrors,
Like they're called Hollywood mirrors.
Hollywood mirrors,
So
yeah.
you sit there in front of it and it's got lights all around it.
Yeah. So there was there was like loads of them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, what's going on? So I sat down. She was like, there's literally not much to do for you because I've already had my makeup on.
Gutted.
So I was like, oh, I've just missed the experience. But she was
Hollywood
like,
experience.
oh, no, don't worry. She was like, she was just dabbing me with some powder. But yeah, it was unreal.
It's like I do that. Like it's like she felt like she had to do something there to make you feel like you're involved. It's like I used to play on the PlayStation with like my cousins or whatever, my little cousins, and then I leave their controller unplugged, so they think they're playing, they're involved, but they weren't.
But they're
actually
not. Yeah.
playing.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what that must have felt like a little bit.
Bless
No.
her.
So, in fact, sad note, my mum's got one of them Hollywood
she?
mirrors.
They sell them in IKEA.
And I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't like mirrors anymore. But anyway, so you got your makeup done and then
Yeah, I got makeup half done. And then I was fasting that day because it was Ramadan.
okay.
So it was yeah, I was fasting. So there was like cupcake stands or like, like little waters and
Okay.
stuff like that. And I was like, oh, damn it. I was like, missed the opportunity. But yeah, I was fasting. So bless the people that were there. Like, they were like just helping me with water and that. And I was like, guys, I'm sorry, I'm fasting.
Oh.
I know. But yeah. And then, what else? Like when I think, because I recorded so much that day.
Like just on your phone,
Yeah.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, so actually when I first entered the car park, they were like, you need to do a COVID test, and you need to show us your phone, and they put stickers on my phone, so I don't record
On the camera?
on the camera. So where your camera,
So
the
like
camera is?
the back
Of
camera?
that, yeah, they put little circles. They put little circles on that.
Oh wow.
And the night guy, he was like, no, guys, like, she needs to take it off, like, so she can record for the TikToks and stuff.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I felt like they're privileged, but I was like, thanks,
Bit of an
guys.
influencer.
And I was so happy because I was like, oh, like, it's not even for, like, socials, it's for, like, memories. Like, I want to keep it anyway. Like, sometimes I'll actually meet my mum's a big Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
I just literally just go on it and just, like, I did that. Like, I was there.
It must
Crazy.
be cool. She must be very proud, by the way.
Yeah, she is, bless her.
Like I'm proud I've got you here.
Oh, thank you.
As someone who's been on that shoot, but she must have been very proud.
No, she is, bless her. She's very supportive of like all the socials and that.
Yeah.
Not a lot of like people are, but I'm happy that my mum's very open and stuff like that. So yeah.
My parents don't even get it.
Oh, I try. There's so
I've
much.
stopped trying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It gets to the point where the older generation, I'm like, technology's moving too quick for them. So
yeah. I was telling that I was doing this. I was like, oh, I'm doing a podcast. Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, so what is it? I was like, I just had radio. I was I can't explain it.
My dad's worse for it. My dad is horrendous. He'll ask me to unlock his phone for him sometimes. I'm like,
oh, bless
give it a
him.
rest.
That's so cute.
He's so old.
Our parents are so precious.
So yeah, anyway, sorry, going back to it. Little guys running about, little minions running about, helping you out, and then it got to the shoot.
And then it got to
How
the shoot,
how long did that take? The actual shoot itself. How long were you just like in and out, or were you just like one continuous shoot with your team?
It was kind of in and out. It was like the first shoot I'd done was on a bus, and that was with Mane Curtis.
On a bus?
Yeah, on the coach. You know that coach that they travel with.
Oh, the Liverpool team bus. Yeah. Okay.
So it was in that, and that was the first shoot.
So you weren't always in the studio. You moved about a little bit as well.
It was all in one big studio.
Oh,
the coach was in
and
the
the bus.
studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was mad. It
We
was
don't have budgets like that here, so ours will be moving about.
it was like, you know, a set from like Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like when you see behind the scenes, it was crazy. But yeah, there was like the coach in the studio, and that was the first shoot. So it was like in the on. Did you say in the bus?
On the
On the
bus.
bus.
You get on the bus.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever get on a bus ever. But you'd say I'd get on a bus. Yeah.
Okay. So it was on the coach, and that was just like just a normal shoot. I think they didn't actually release them because I think they found the pictures coming out of the bus, out of the coach.
Like stepping off.
Stepping off.
Stepping off.
Stepping off was actually better.
Did you have like your little players bag and like your headphones on, like pretending you're going to the game
no,
in the zone?
unfortunately not.
No.
They did like ask like they wanted more like, you know, a bit of a oomph. So they were like, guys, like, do you want to go on anyone's back? And I was like, what?
Go
no,
on
like,
anyone's back.
Yeah, like, you know,
So
piggyback.
you carrying Klopp on your back. Yeah. I mean, if they would have said that to me, I would have jumped on Klopp's back and be like,
I think
yeah.
Klopp was like, no.
Oh.
It's just a bit like, it was
More than
just like, yeah, but that was the first shoot. The second shoot, so we done the home kits first.
Okay.
No, we done the away kits first, actually.
Okay.
So that was the white tops. And then after that, after I done some, I also took photos with Kanate. I know.
He's a big guy, isn't he?
He's so big.
I remember
unreal.
first time I saw him play live. It was his first game. I think it was against Crystal Palace. He just ran out. And bear in mind, like, I'm sure you know, when you go to the stadium, you don't really get signal on your phone.
Yeah.
So I didn't actually know what the team was. So this guy's ran out, and I'm like, who is this big guy?
Yeah, he's massive.
I was like, who's that? And then when they read out the team news, I was like, he's big.
Yeah. You know what? I think he was, because I saw him next to Klopp, and Klopp's already tall anyway, but he's like taller. So I was like, what's going on? I was like,
he's the only player I've seen that makes Van Dijk look normal size.
yeah.
Because Konate's a big guy. But
And I think he's tall, but he's also, I wouldn't say he's big muscly, but he's like bigger than Van Dijk.
He's wider.
Yeah. Like broad shoulders
yeah,
and that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you did the away kit first, then home kit.
Yeah.
Did you get to keep any of it?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
So on the set.
Even the bus?
Oh, I wish. Rolling down to Liverpool. But no, I actually...
Struggle parking that down here.
So, yeah, I didn't get the home one. Because that got sent after.
Oh, so you still got it?
Yeah, I still got it, but it got sent like after.
With your name on it?
No.
That's boring.
Unfortunately not, no. But so I got everything that I was wearing on that day, I took home.
Really?
So they were like, you can just take it home.
So what did you get?
So I got
the away kit.
I got the joggers.
The joggers. Oh.
Away kit. No, home.
No, away kit.
Yeah.
The tracksuit.
Yeah. And
bottoms
then I got I got shoes that day.
Shoes.
Yeah. Nike shoes, brand new. I was like,
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what ones they
like
was.
Liverpool branded.
No, it was just Nike.
Just plain ones.
Yeah.
Cool that.
Because you're not supposed, because obviously the only thing you can wear is Nike or Liverpool on that shirt.
Did you get any like autographs?
No.
Any pictures?
I got selfies.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who with? Everyone.
Trent Curtis. I wanted one with Klopp, but he was busy doing his like own shoot.
Yeah.
While I was doing mine, if you
you.
get me. I know. Absolutely unbelievable, but yeah.
And then, and one more thing, what was the team bus like? Is it like proper kitted out, or is it like a normal like 82 that you see on like the
I think
Aviva
it was
bus?
just literally like an 82.
Was it? Yeah.
But like...
Was it comfy seats at least?
It was. But you know what? I don't think that was like the actual coach.
Was it like a mock-up, like a model one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the outside didn't have LFC or Liverpool, like it was just a black bus.
Oh,
but I think
okay.
inside they jazzed it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool then.
But I think it'd still be the same. It'll just...
Was it a surreal like experience?
It was unreal.
Really, yeah.
Unreal.
And then off the back of that, what happened with Nike? Did you, because you got invited to Anfield then, didn't you?
So it all started with me getting invited to Anfield anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, I think it was like last year I went to a few games in the night box, and then I already got to know Ben, so the head of marketing. Like,
Shout out to Ben, by the way,
shout out
for
to Ben.
sorting
And Saf moved to Rock Nation now.
Rock Nation.
You know Rock Nation? You know the like, you know, Beyonce, I think it's Beyonce. Like, all the big celebrities are in that agency.
Oh.
Rock Nation.
Oh, Rock Nation.
It's very
that
popular
one.
in America. Like, all the basketball players.
I don't know.
No, okay.
I'll look into it.
Okay.
Promise.
Well, Saf and Ben, amazing people.
So they sorted you out with all
Yeah,
this.
bless them.
How did you get to meet them?
Saf found me on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
So then he contacted me on Instagram and he was like, you know, I hope we saw that you support Liverpool, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you want to go to the game? And I've never, ever been to a game, by the way, because even though I support Liverpool, it's just so hard to get tickets.
That is, and they've made it even harder, but that is genuinely a fact. It's very hard to get a Liverpool ticket.
It's so hard. Never mind just a season ticket. I'll get shit that out the window. Getting season tickets is like...
Well, you can't.
Will never happen for me. I just don't think it will. But like, even just trying to buy tickets or something, it just goes like that. Yeah. So
unless you want to pay ridiculous amounts for it.
I'm alright, thanks. I'll watch it in my living room.
No, so I usually sit in the cop. Well, I say sit. You stand up in the cop. And at my big age of 26 this week, actually, I'm 26 this week.
Oh, happy birthday.
But by the time this goes out, I'm way into 20. Not far off that. Anyway, I stand up in the cop and it takes it out on my knees, and it's horrible.
It is.
Like I said, I did a bit of research on you before you came on the show. I do research about the guests I bring on, by the way. I don't just bring any random person on, and I don't just sit down and do improv straight away. I did a bit of research and I came across your TikTok account. Again, a very successful TikTok account. I've just got like 10,000 views on one of my TikToks and I'm like buzzing. So
that's so good though.
And then I looked at your TikTok and I was like, that just blows my 10,000 out the water. But I came across one particular TikTok and I think it's pinned on your profile actually, where you tell us a little bit of a story. So to paint the picture, to give it a bit of a background story, you used to work in a restaurant in Liverpool. We won't name the restaurant, but you used to work in a restaurant in Liverpool. And I came across this TikTok about you telling us the story. I'll let you tell the story and what happened. But I wanted to talk about it because similar to you, I have been through something similar. Yeah. So I thought it'd be quite funny to talk about it. So I think you know which TikTok I'm talking about. So I'll let you tell the story and tell me what happened.
Okay, so back in the day, so this was like a couple of years ago. This was like 5-6 years ago, and I used to work in a restaurant, and I didn't wear my headscarf back in the day, so I just looked like I just had my hair out and stuff like that. But because people don't know that I'm Arab, especially when I don't wear a headscarf, it's not like identifies, if you get me. Yeah. So there was a couple of like women, Arab women, and I went up to give them the bill, and then they were like, while I was taking the car payments, I remember one of them was like, oh, like, your eyes are so pretty, and then inside I was like, oh, thank you.
This is in Arabic.
Yeah, this was in Arabic, by the way. So she was like, oh, like, are you on a hilwa? Which means like, oh, she looks pretty, like her eyes are pretty. Yeah. So like, I was sat there like, oh, thank you. I didn't actually say much, but I was like smiling whilst I was taking the car payments, and then her other friends backed her, and she was like, oh yeah, and then the other one was like, oh, I don't see nothing special about her. Bear in mind, this is all in Arabic, and I understand it very well. But little did they know that I understand it. Yeah. So
because I mean, you do have a Scouse accent, and like if you I don't know, you don't want to just judge someone and say, oh yeah, she's Arabic or she speaks Arabic or whatever. But so carry on.
Yeah. So she was like, oh, I don't see nothing special about her. Like trying to, like, she was like going in little bit by bit, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, I don't remember actually if she I just remember me saying, I don't remember if when I took the car, like when I cashed the bill, after, and they walked out. I said thank you, or I said thank you there and then. But I did say thank you in Arabic, and they were kind of like shocked.
Were they like taken back?
Yeah. To be fair, like I wish everyone in the comments said everyone knows thank you in Arabic.
Yeah.
But like when you're in that position, you don't know what to say. You're like, what's going on? Like they're trying to say that. So it was
she basically just started chatting shit about you, saying like thinking you don't understand what you did.
But like even like I've had situations where people weren't talking about me, but they were talking in Arabic about someone else.
Yeah, and you understood it.
And I'll just listen. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I was like,
it's a good. So, like yourself, I speak 2 languages. It's a very, very good
thing to have.
Weapon to have.
Yeah,
in your,
100%.
It happened to me, but I think you've handled it very well. Very well. You've said thank you at the end, whereas when I experienced it, I just started speaking full Iranian to them, as in like I didn't say anything horrible. I just started the conversation with them in Iranian, and they were like,
"Oh shit!"
They're like, "Shit, you speak Farsi," and I was like, "Yeah." But
it is a good thing to have, but like you do see like, especially I think back in the day when I didn't wear a headscarf, I used to see more of it than now, because people will just identify me as either like, because I do get Asian or Arab, so like some people will not even speak like Asian, like or like Bengali or Pakistani near me, because they'll probably think, oh, she understands it, which is still good, because like, why are you talking about me? But still.
No, I want the drama. I'm like, speak Iranian. I want to know what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't like hearing it, you know. Even though sometimes I'd be like, say it to me face.
Yeah.
But then when I say it to me face, I'm like, oh, guys.
That's horrible. How dare you? No, I'm like, I'm like, so there's quite a large Iranian population in Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's like something like over like 2,000-3,000 people, which for Iranian people it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm walking through the city centre, I'm like, I hear someone speaking Iranian, and instantly I'm like, what are you saying? I want to know what you're saying. It was quite cool.
Yeah.
But it is a very, being bilingual is very, very good.
Yeah, 100%.
I would recommend it to anyone to go and learn the language if they can. I'm trying to get into Spanish myself a little bit. I'd love to be able to speak. So I go to Spain every year.
Do you?
And it's like, I go to Spain, and I go to the same part of Spain every year. And I have done for like the past 8-9 years now. It's like we fly into Malaga, and then we go towards like Torremolinos.
Oh, okay.
It's something I started doing with my family back in the day, and then I realised my mates also go to the same place. Oh, so it became a bit of a lads' holiday destination every year. So like I go at the start of the week.
Yeah.
I'm like completely useless out there. I just say hello and thank you and excuse me.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the week, I'm like making like very broken conversations.
Yeah.
But I've tried to learn the language.
It's a good
I just
thing
don't have the
to
time.
have. And yeah, I tried learning Korean.
Korean?
Yeah. And you know what? I got through the alphabet really good.
Really?
Yeah. But obviously now I forgot it, because like you need to just keep on top. But like it is hard.
The best way to learn a language is to not have a choice.
Yeah.
So like when I came to England when I was like 8, I couldn't speak a single word of English. So I had to I had to learn the language.
That's true.
So it was like, so I was 8, I was in school, and I didn't have a choice but to learn the language so I can actually study. Bear in mind, this is like year 3, year 4, but still I had to learn it. I remember I used to sit there in like, maths was the hardest because it was numbers, and I understood the numbers, but I couldn't say the numbers. And I was quite a bright kid back then. I'm not anymore. I used to be a bright kid in like year 3 and 4, and I used to understand the maths, but I just couldn't answer the questions because I just used to sit there and cry then. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, but then I went and picked up a dinosaur book from like the library. Yeah. And I used to read that dinosaur book every day, then translate it word for word every single day, and then rewrite the book every single night. And then that way, after 2 months, I was like fluent in English.
It's dedication though, isn't it?
Yeah, I have to learn.
Like I say, if you move to Spain now, you'll get it.
100%.
You're in there now, so you've got it. But yeah.
Okay, now going back to your social media, like I said, you're smashing it on social media.
Thank you.
noticeably on your Instagram,
Yeah.
you've got not well over, but you've got 33,000 followers,
Yeah.
which to a lot of people, that's an amazing figure to get to. Now, the industry I work in, which is social media, that's what probably most people want to get to. But I want to know how you got into it. Just a little brief look into how you got into, obviously, social media, your Instagram. How did you start? And then how did you get to your 33,000 followers that you have now?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure will be growing
Hopefully.
more and more.
Well, basically, I think it all started when, like, as soon as I wore a headscarf, I was like, oh, like, because even though I was always modest when I didn't wear a headscarf, but you've got to be more modest when you wear one.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you need to know what outfits to wear, you know,
Yeah.
you're not showing too much and stuff like that. So, like, I think I always loved Insta. I always loved posting anyway. I was one of them people like, oh,
Yeah.
take a picture of me, like, everywhere I go.
I know a few people like that.
But yeah, after so I'm wearing a headscarf, I started like posting just like outfit pics, modest pics, whatever. And then it started to grow slowly. I remember like reaching 10k and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, I was like, my sister was like, just watch it when it turns 10.1, you'll even feel better. And I was like, okay.
What does your sister have? Over 10k herself?
No.
Oh.
But like she's always like, because she's like, she said she's my social media manager, but she's not. Now that I've got a social media manager,
Okay.
she's like, should have been me, but it would have never been it. I'm sorry.
If you're watching this, what's your sister's name?
Samaya.
Samaya, if you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I apologise about this. I didn't mean it to come out this way. We had no intentions of dragging you into this. But yeah, so you got to 10k and then
10k and then I started TikTok and then my followers, that vid that got viral, which was the waitress vid, got me followers from people went to my Instagram because it's like linked on my TikTok. And then it went through my Instagram and then that started picking up slowly. And then I think it went like mad when after the Nike shoot, after the LFC shoot, as soon as I posted it on my TikTok, like the vids, like behind the scenes and stuff like that, I just got like people just following me. Really, like I remember when I was like on 17.5 and then it went to like 24.
Really?
Like within like one day. It was crazy.
No way.
No, honestly, it was so crazy.
Amazing,
every time my phone was just going non-stop. Every time I refresh, there'd be like so many DMs, so many comments, so many likes. I was like, oh my god. But yeah.
So would you say you are now, what would you class yourself as? Would you say you're like a fashion influencer on Instagram?
I'd say I'm a micro.
Yeah, a micro influencer.
I'd say, at first though, I was like, oh, I don't want to label myself. People have always got like things to say about them.
Yeah.
Because people think it's like so easy, but it's like
it's a lot of work.
It's, you know what? It can be easy, but you need to be organised. And, like, you need to be like on top of your shit. Like, I'll take a photo and then I can post it the same day. But then it's like, oh, I need another photo.
Yeah.
And then one day I actually wore 4 outfits. I took photos, went back home, tried it on, swapped like clothes, changed clothes, and then went out again, took other photos, and then I had 4 nice photos to post within the week. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I need to do it again.
Okay, now going back to a little comment you made, you said you went from 17,000 to 24,000 followers.
Yeah.
Off the back of that shoot, and then you were getting
TikTok, yeah.
Off the back of TikToks and that night shoot, and then you started getting DMs.
Yeah.
Now, I don't have that many followers myself. I'm like 1,500 on one account and 1,300 on another account. So my followers are very, very small, but I've still received some questionable DMs and requests, and where I've just looked at them and gone, what on earth is this? But I know 33,000 followers doesn't come without the DMs.
It's so funny.
And
it's
the requests.
Entertaining.
So what are like some of the funniest or some of the weirdest requests or DMs you've received?
I've had so many. They're all from men, mainly.
Shock. Men are trash.
Yes.
Some men are trash.
All men are trash. Only lesson.
Right, this show's over. I'm deleting
So,
the whole thing.
anyway, it's just I'll always get, DMs from men anyway. But, like, there'll be ones where, like, they'll try and put the Scouse accent and think it's cool. And
Did they send you voice notes?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, yes, they do.
Nah.
Once I had someone go, like, he had, like, a Birmingham accent, and it knocks me sick. I can't be a Birmingham accent, I'm sorry, I just can't.
It is by far the worst accent.
I just can't do it. But, like, he had a Birmingham accent, and he was like, I think people think I don't listen to them, but I find this so entertaining anyway.
I'd sit there listening all day.
It's so funny.
I won't get any work done.
No, me neither. I don't. But, and he was like, he tried to put the Scouse accent, and then, like, I don't even want to try and attempt a Birmingham accent, like a Brum. But, like, it went to Brum, and I was just like, or like, and he was like, you're so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was like, okay, next.
But yeah, so what? So they send you voice notes, but what's like the
They'll send me a marriage application.
Really?
He was like, can you fill this in? Some of them, I used to have my email linked to my Insta, but now it's like, it links to my manager's Insta.
Yeah.
But like when I did link it to mine, it's I'll get literally like, can you just message me on Insta, please? Like through my email. And then,
so they email you saying message me on Insta?
Yeah. And some of them will email me like, marriage proposals, what's your father's number? And I'm like, I don't even have that myself. So, love that.
If you find it, give it to me yourself. That's mad, that though. Yeah. That's confidence.
I know.
Is it confidence though?
I don't know.
Have you been tempted by any of them? Have you ever looked at one and gone, he's actually nice looking?
Definitely not.
No.
Not
even a single
I don't
one.
think that's attractive though. I think it cringes me out. It's like,
yeah, I can imagine it to be.
I just don't like.
Not by marriage like form, but like, has anyone ever sent you a DM and you've gone, fancy a bit of that?
No.
No.
Because they're all
weirdos.
Sorry.
Weirdos. Were you about to say something else?
No.
Are they like older men as well?
Yeah. Some of them,
because you're 22.
I'm 22. Some of them are like 40, 30, whatever, which are older, obviously, for me, because I'd never go that old. But, I'd say like they're like, I wouldn't say they're old, they're just in the 20s anyway. Yeah. But because they're like...
That's not old, by the way.
That's not
your 20s.
Old. 26 is like so old though. No, but you know, sometimes I'll be out with my mates and I'll tag them on my story, and I'll have men DM my mate saying, can you tell her to send me, can you just record it on the sly, or like, can you tell her to send me happy birthday? And it's the same.
Would you do
guy.
that?
No.
Like a cameo?
No.
I would.
You know, once I went to Manchester.
If someone was like, oh, can you send me a happy birthday video? I'd be like, yeah, pay me 50 quid. Do you know what I don't get when people get asked for feet photos? Like pictures of feet.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hell yeah. I'd be like, yeah, send me the money. I'll send you a cinematic video if you want. I've
had that before. Can you send me some feet pics?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Well, no.
Why?
No, because...
Why won't you just go on Google someone's feet and send them?
And that's a good idea. That's a really clever idea.
That's how you scam people with feet pics. Scamming 101. Wouldn't even have
No.
Not that I would ever do that.
Yeah.
But wouldn't. No, so you get a lot of voice notes.
Yeah, I do get a lot of voice notes, and sometimes like I didn't think I've reached the point where like, people know me. But once I was in Manchester and I was literally like, Curry Mile.
Yeah.
Famous Curry Mile, guys.
If you haven't been, you need to experience it. If you like curry.
Yeah. Or
food. Yeah.
But I was like there, and we went to Heavenly there, and there was a group of lads, and they were just there, and I was like, oh, this is a bit weird, like, whatever, just eating my cupcakes
like
or whatever.
Young lads or like
just,
your age lads?
Yeah, like my age, like... Are
you talking kids or like...
No, like I'd say like...
Men then?
Just, 20s, whatever. Yeah. So I was like, okay, weird. And then they sat down, and then we were literally getting up to walk out, and then one of them spotted me. He was like, "Are you Selma?" I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Can you just record a video? My mate loves you. His name's Khalil. Say hi, Khalil." So I was like, I was put on the spot, and he just got his phone out, and I was just like, "Hi, Khalil. Okay, bye now." And I literally just left. It was just so awkward.
So
but
you're a
like,
bit of a celebrity in Manchester then?
I wouldn't say celebrity. I'd say I do get noticed more in Manchester than Liverpool.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's like where your main
Yeah.
like
Someone did
audience is?
stop my sister in Liverpool though.
Really?
Yeah. I
Saying
think.
Are you Selma's sister?
No, he said, "Are you Selma?" And then she was like, "No."
Does she look like you?
People say she does, but I don't think she does. She's got green eyes and lighter skin than me.
You're just digging your sister out here, by the way.
Love you, Samaya. I love how I'm not mentioning my other sisters either, but I think...
No, you've definitely got a favourite sister there.
So yeah, they stopped Samaya in town, and they were like, "Oh, you Salma?" And she was like, "No, oh my God, I'm his sister." And he was like, "Oh my God, first time in Liverpool." That's what the guy said. He was like, "Oh my God, first time in Liverpool," and I bump into one of Selma Bazara's family members. Like, he was so gassed, and I was like, "This is so cute." She tried to FaceTime me.
With the guy?
With the guy. She was like, "Oh, like, I'll FaceTime her so you can just see her."
And you blanked her?
And actually, they blanked her that day because I was in the library trying to finish my dissertation. And she was like ringing me out, and I was like, "Can you stop?" I was like, "I've got shit to do." And then obviously I noticed when she told me, she was like, "Oh, some guy wanted to see it on FaceTime."
You broke someone's heart there.
Yeah.
Shock.
He did message me on Instagram though.
Did he? Yeah.
Saying, "I saw your sister."
Did you reply?
No.
Bit of a weird message to receive, by the way. If you don't know the context, I saw your sister.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I just skipped, but yeah.
Okay, so that's it really. Thanks for being the first guest on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You've been fantastic. If you
Thank
don't
you.
follow her socials, make sure you go over and follow her social media. They'll be linked everywhere on this video. Somewhere on the screen.
Just put it over my face.
Somewhere on the screen, we'll definitely put your socials on there. Check it out on Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn even, if you want to get professional with it.